Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. You're now tuned into CFRE 91.9 FM and also on the World Wide Web at CFREradio.com. It is your man, GM C.O.O.L. And welcome back to C.O.O.L Radio. Welcome back to the show, people. Now, as promised, my special guest for tonight, this evening, so excited to have her on. First of all, let me say this. I never thought that in my lifetime I would meet a more avid fan of Hello Kitty than my sister. I'm sorry, Elle, but someone has taken your throne, okay? If you want to come back to Canada, reclaim that throne, it's all good. But right now, someone's sitting comfortably in it, all right? She's a Hello Kitty fan. She is a multi-Juno nominated artist. She is a singer, songwriter. She has performed on live stage before. Ladies and gentlemen, she is a woman of many talents, and I am so honored and humbled to have her here at CFRE Radio. She is the one and only, the lovely, the talented Melanie Durrant. Melanie, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. After that beautiful intro, I feel like I need like a theme song and a cake and to stand there with the wind blowing.
You know what?
Thank you.
I'm going to order you a scepter. I'm going to order you a cake, a little crown, and we'll make it happen.
Nice.
Matter of fact, you can be the next Avenger. How about that?
Hey.
There we go. Trust me, we're about to get on some nerd stuff later on in the interview. But for the people who are a little unfamiliar or who actually don't know about how you got your start, how did your love for music begin?
Well, my mom says that before I could talk, I was humming melodies and stuff that I'd heard already. So I wasn't singing yet, but I was humming. So that's kind of where I started.
Yeah, that's always a start, right? You don't know how to talk, at least hum, right?
Right, yeah. And then after that, my mom's always been a singer, and she sings in nightclubs and whatnot, like in the beginning. Mm-hmm. And as soon as I was of age in a dinner supper club, I would introduce her, like the Muppet Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Carrie.
Yes, I love it. Yes, I love it. I love it. That's absolutely great. I love it. So, when did you get your Waka Waka chance then?
Maybe about 7, 6. Yeah.
7, 6, right? All right. So, what was one of the favorite songs that you remember singing growing up? The one that you were always like, that's my go-to.
OMG. If I tell you, I've got to kill you.
Uh-oh. Well, then, I've lived a healthy life. I've done everything I need to do so far, so let's have at it.
I love actually all the old school stuff, like old school Motown, Aretha Franklin, like Stevie Wonder, the Four Tops, the Temptations.
Yes.
Maybe it's Papa Was a Rolling Stone.
Okay.
Maybe it was that.
Okay. That's always a good song to sing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Trust me. No, I remember growing up in my household, it was all about Al Green, Isley Brothers, Marvin Gaye especially, Curtis Mayfield as well too. Like I swear, if you go to my house, you'll swear it's made out of vinyl. Nice. Like my dad just has crates upon crates, man. He's old school like that. Shout out to my pops, you already know. Nice. African brother. All right. You already know. So let's move forward, shall we? So, when you created the song "Where I'm Going," what was your vision behind that?
Actually, that's funny you asked. I don't think anybody's ever asked me that before. Wow, a lot of questions are like refurbished, recycled. You get asked.
I try to dig in just a little bit.
Yeah, look out. So, anyways, I had done the production of Rent in Toronto, and we toured Canada afterwards. And it's basically about touring and the people you meet. Yes. And it's kind of about my Rent cast friends, and you meet people and you just like you build relationships. And Jill Scott joined the company.
Okay.
And
shouts to Jill.
Yeah. And hey Jill. And goodness. Yeah, she was writing and whatnot, and after I heard her songs, I was like, oh my gosh. I said, do you know what you have here? Because it's not like they brought her in and said, this is Jill Scott. Yeah. And she wasn't into all the makeup and stuff like that, and you have to get all like made up, like
dolled up.
Yeah, because when the lights hit you on stage, it looks like you got nothing on your face, so you really got to put it on.
Yeah.
So, anyways, they said, help her put on makeup, show her how to do it, and I did it. And as I was doing it, she put headphones on me. Yeah. And she said, "This is my music," and I put the headphones on, I got out the eyeliner and stuff, and what happened was, "You love me, you're special," and I'm looking at her like, oh my God, do you know what this is? I said, do you know what this is? So anyway, I went to Long McQuaid in Vancouver and I rented equipment. I was already writing material and stuff at home, working with a producer, but I thought, I'm sleeping.
Yes.
I am definitely sleeping. And she told me, like, her producers, Jazzy Jeff and whatnot and blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, I started writing from, just basically trying to tell more of a story.
Yeah.
And back to what you asked me initially.
Yes. Don't worry, I think those kinds of stories.
Yeah, it's just little tidbits of how
I
actually got to that part. I've been places, seen faces, spinning circles round and round in my head, you know what I mean, round and round in my mind. It's just about all the little stories and things, you know what I mean? But if I throw a coin in the wishing well, will my dreams come true? Like if I invest in my future and I, keep focus on my dream, maybe I'll see you.
And hey, you just saw me right now. How about that? I'm sorry. It's funny though because I was actually playing Where I'm Going last week on the show for our Throwback Thursday track of the day. So it's actually the song that introduced me to you. Actually, I remember. Grew up when I was younger, back when Much Vibe was a channel. I'm not sure if it's still a channel right now, but I remember that was the first song I saw you doing. And one of the things that stood out to me the most was the video. Actually, it wasn't really the atypical music video, if you know what I mean in that regard. I mean, you had the little Muppet puppets and what have you. So what was were you kind of the creative visionary behind that concept?
Not at all. Okay. Not at all. That was all Little Ice.
Okay.
And he's like, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. Stand over there, get in your light. And I was like, okay.
Hey, you lost.
Right? Do what you're told.
Yes, sir.
Stay in your lane. So yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you also had a comment on that record too. So how did that come about?
You know what? That's really strange how that came about. At the time, I was signed to Motown, and Motown was run by Kid R. Massenberg at the time. He was the president, I guess, and. I guess Common was also signed to Motown, right? And from what I hear, Common heard the song and said, I want to be on that.
Okay.
And they came and they asked me, I said, didn't Common say he wants to be on the song?
Yeah.
Common wants to be on the song, then give him the song.
Exactly. What are we doing, people?
Why are you asking me?
We need napkins.
Yeah, so that's how it came to be. But yeah, he actually asked to be on the song, which I was like, give the man the song. And the funny thing is, the whole file crashed and it had to be recreated. Yeah, when he asked for it, it's like the song even had a breakdown. Oh my God.
Pop the Holy Ghost. Oh my God.
Exactly.
Oh man, that's insane. So, but eventually it all came together as we saw in the video, of course.
Yeah.
All right, so now let's move along. About a year or so after that record came out, you actually got nominated for an MMVA. So was that your first ever nomination?
Yes.
All right, and take us back to that. What were you feeling?
Excited, and then I was back to wondering what I was going to wear. It's all about what you're going to wear.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So yeah, and you get on the carpet and whatever and do your thing and try not to screw up whatever they say to you, because if they say so, and sometimes it's intimidating when somebody comes up to you with a mic and a camera and you go into stun mode. Yeah. And it's like, so what's your name? And you're
I like cookies.
Right? Even the most trivial thing can make you nervous. So
absolutely,
it's a lot of fun though.
Yeah, I can imagine. And how do you handle that nowadays? Now that you're more accustomed to it, more seasoned.
Same way. No. I'm having more fun with it. I'm relaxed a little more. There's always moments where you feel a little inside yourself. Yeah. But I like to have fun. I like to make jokes. I like people. So I think that helps.
Absolutely. And so fast forward to this year now. Actually, this is your third Juno nomination, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, so 3 years in a row, actually. So you basically did a three-peat. So right. Take that, Phil Jackson. So when you've been nominated so many times by such a prestigious board like the Junos, which is kind of like Grammys North, basically. How does that make you feel as an artist?
It makes me excited. It makes me honored. It kind of makes you feel validated that people are recognizing the love I have for my talent. So that's how I feel about it. It's really exciting. I went to the nomination ceremony this year for the very first time, and I think that made me more nervous than any other year, because every other year I found out on TV on CP24. People started texting me and stuff, or I seen my name go by. I was like, oh my gosh, did you see that? Yeah. First year, other people saw it and called me and said, you're nominated. I was like, I am? How do you know?
Yeah.
It's a joke. I was like, come on out. Ashton.
Why hasn't Mo called me yet about this? Shouts to Mo.
What? Yeah, so it was like so amazing. So this year I'm standing there and I'm waiting to hear, and I'm giving myself the pep talk of, you know what, if you don't get nominated, don't even worry about it. You know, just hear support and whatnot, and and then I actually didn't hear my name said, but they do put
like a little ticker, I guess, right?
They put a ticker.
Yeah, a ticker like where like you have like the little things going down in like a little row like that.
No, they put a big like screen up.
And
your picture like
even better.
It's so big. Yeah, so I saw my picture. I was like, oh my gosh, it's me. But I guess they said the name either the same time or right before.
Yeah.
But I didn't hear it. I totally didn't hear it. And I was like right at the front. There is no reason why I should not have heard that.
Yeah.
I missed it 100%.
Just went over your head.
Yep.
Went over the cool laugh of it.
I almost blew it right off.
Oh, man. Nah, we don't want that to happen. That's a fly looking laugh.
Well, it's attached, don't worry.
Right.
It's not going nowhere.
Not going nowhere, that's up. Shouts to the lace front wings out there.
Awkward.
Oh, man. Don't fall over that. Don't fall over that. We ain't got shirts over at CF Party. So, tell us about anticipation and the anticipation that you have behind it. Like, it's gotta be a huge moment for you to know that you've been working on this project for so long. So, how do you feel about it right now?
I feel amazing. I feel blessed. There was a lot of like ups and downs of making it. There's like little things that blocks that you come across, and it's just how you deal with it and how you overcome. And you got to keep in mind, there's always an answer. It's a matter of what you choose. You know what I mean? There's always a choice. Whether it's like, okay, this file is crashing or whatever. Like for example, what are you gonna do about it? It's like, well, I'm not gonna cry over that song. I got all these other songs. Like there's always a choice. Yeah. So I'm totally excited. I kind of feel like I can exhale a little bit, I mean, it's been mixed, it's been mastered, it's printed, it's like, oh. So this feels amazing, and I'm so excited to like let people hear it and get some feedback. Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait to hear the whole project as well too. One of the tracks that we're gonna play on the air pretty soon is 4 Seasons actually. So first of all, bomb track. Absolutely. Thank you. And what was your thought process behind that song? Don't cough up a lung. It's a very big song. Yeah. Vocally, you know what I mean? But it's a lot of fun, and of course it's about like rocky relationships. There's ups, there's downs. Yeah. And it's about looking at it as 4 seasons. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. Like there's the chilly winter, and there's the hot summer, and there's the spring where it's kind of in between, but the spring is when the birds and the bees come out and everything's okay. Everyone's mingling and everything, getting to know each other, getting all chippy. Exactly. And sometimes where things heat up. Exactly. Fall, people get a little bit of cold feet in the winter. It's like, I gotta cut you off, sorry. Right, sorry. I'll be inside. So basically it's just about relationships. Absolutely. It's a lovely record, and we're gonna get into that, but before we get into that, it's time for the games portion, because over here at Cool Radio, we like to play games that I guess, let them have some fun, let the audience at home have some fun as well too. So let's get to it. You ready? I'm ready. Okay, so this game, we have 2 games first of all. We always have a mainstay game, and we have a game that's specially personalized for the guest who's in the house. And since you're in the house, I figure I call this game Anticipation. Oh. You see what I did there? Yeah. I got you though. All right, so I'm going to name out a couple of scenarios, all right? And you got to let me know whether or not you're anticipated for it or you're not. And then if you are, you got to give me between 1 to 10 what your level of anticipation is. Okay. All right. So, first one off the bat. A Hello Kitty marathon. 10. All right. No questions about it. It's 10. I was surprised you didn't say 12. All right. Fair. Oh, of course. You got to be balanced scoring, right? Yeah. All right. How about this? The Avengers 2 sequel. 10. Ooh, we're getting 10s across the board. Okay. All right, then. How about this? And this one, I kind of like, I have to think about this one as well, too. The Batman versus Superman movie. 10, eh? Batman or Superman? Superman. But. Oh, there's a but. Okay. Yes, but I'm talking about Christopher Reeve's Superman. Okay. I can respect that. I just can't get down with the new Supermans. I'm sorry. They still got to choose like a new one that that really seems like Superman to me. The other guys, I don't know. They're it's just not doing it for me.
You know what? Like, Superman as like a superhero has never really done it for me. Only just because like he does everything. Like, he's 6'5", he has a cowlick, he has like laser eyes, breathes out like hot, cold air, flies. He runs faster than the Flash. What is the Flash supposed to do? That's his thing.
I know, poor guy.
He's got to look for work.
But that's why he's Superman. He's supposed to do everything.
Yeah.
A building in a single bound and everything.
Boo.
Looking good, looking fly in his uniform. He's got the stance.
Listen,
Everything.
I get all that. But my thing is this. When it comes to superheroes, Batman is that dude right there. This man has no superpowers whatsoever. He dresses up like a vigilante each night and fights crime. You got like there's something's missing up here if you're gonna do that without superpowers.
Yeah, but he's got money to build stuff. You know, like to build stuff that nobody's got.
True, he's got
like jetpacks and it's the belt, the utility belt. And he's got the flyest car you ever seen. I mean, that's the one thing about Batman that I'm wondering, why didn't nobody know who it was? Of course it's the rich guy. Nobody else can afford to be Batman.
But even so, and I like how you bring that up, because it's like, how can people not figure out that Clark Kent is Superman?
He looked the same.
He does, just glasses. And a big D's man in a suit working at the Daily Bugle as a boogie boy. Come on. People can't recognize that. It's crazy. All right. I digress. So let's go on to the final one. Anticipation for anticipation.
10.
There you go. And I'm pretty sure we outlined all the reasons before as to why you're anticipating that. Yeah. So that's a given right there. All right. So we already got to that game. Now we're about to get to a different game that I like to play with all the guests in the show regardless. All right. And this one I like to call I'd Quit the Game. So let's drop that.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it.
All right. Now in this game, you are the eligible bachelorette. All right. In a far off universe, let's just say. Now you're doing your thing. You're enjoying your career. You're wheeling, dealing, jet flying, limousine riding, all that good stuff. But there comes a time in everyone's life where they got to settle down. They gotta, have the kids with the white picket fence, the tire swing, apple pie cooling on the windowsill, all that good stuff. So, on that note, if you had to quit the game for one of these two gentlemen that I have handpicked, who would you quit the game for?
You better pick one.
Oh man, would you quit the game for actor Idris Elba, or would you quit the game for NBA player Dwayne Wade? Do you not know who those names are?
No.
Okay, then we'll select a different one then.
Yes, please.
She's like, what? Who?
I'm just trying to picture. I'm like,
Nah, talking the bell. No. Okay, new one then. Would you quit the game? And that's never happened before, actually. It's all good. You're forcing me to think on the fly, and I like that. Would you quit the game for? No, I'm gonna do it this way. Would you quit the game for Will Smith in his Fresh Prince of Bel-Air days, or would you quit the game for Will Smith in his I blown up to blockbuster Hollywood status days?
Neither. I would only quit the game for Thor. Thor,
don't kill me.
There's magic hammer.
Is that what you meant by Will? I thought you were talking about Will Smith. I'm so done. I thought the whole time you were talking about Will Smith when you said, well, it's better be Will. I was like, Thor, okay. Oh, man. So why Thor then?
Because he's so fine.
Oh, man.
He's so beautiful.
Don't kill me. All right, then. Ladies and gentlemen, we still have more with the lovely and talented Melanie Durrant. And as we get to our commercial break, we're going to play her latest single, which is called 4 Seasons, which is nominated for a Grammy, if I'm not mistaken. Juno. I was like,
oh my God, a Grammy.
Grammy, Juno. Grammys is this weekend. My mind is in the clouds right now.
It's all good.
Anyways, we're about to get to some 4 Seasons right now, and I need to rest my head at the 4 Seasons Hotel when this is done, because I need some sleep. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after these messages, and when we get back, we have Trip Talk. We're going to be talking about all the latest gossip and stories that pretty much invaded your Twitter feeds this week. So, once again, keep it locked. This is C.O.O.L Radio, and we'll be right back after these messages. Yeah.